the key, as Prabhupada says, is the highest aim is to cooperate jointly for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. So he gives, right from the beginning, one of the earliest examples which really attracted me, simplest examples, was about the body. How the body is, there are so many parts of the body, and the brain, people think the intelligence is the most important thing, so therefore the brain is the most important. But the brain cannot do without the cooperation from, say, the hands or the legs. If the legs don't move, then where does the brain has severe limitations. So this is an example to show that everyone has their space in life, because it is, as I said, it is incidental. Someone, because of karma, because of mercy, may have been destined to rule a certain country, or he may be having an important position. And someone may be just an ordinary, so-called ordinary person going on in life. This is incidental. The important aspect is what we, in whatever capacity we are put in, what do we do to go to the real aim. And especially if we have been given the causeless mercy, as we can see, it is causeless, that how somehow accidentally we have just, so-called accidentally, we have kind of stumbled into connection with an association of devotees, and we come in presence of this is Radha Gopinath. It's like, someone just, as children you play, they put a bandage on your eyes in a game, and then, they want to give a pleasant surprise, and suddenly the eyes open, and then you see a whole, box of goodies or some thing. So it's almost like that, because the child doesn't know, and who suddenly someone takes and then brings the room and then says, I didn't know this. But it is really something like that we have almost, because of different circumstances have come. So especially so, now that we have got this opportunity, it becomes even more important. So therefore, pleasing the Lord means everyone has something or the other, some ability, because ability doesn't have to be world class or visible, noticeable. Whatever we have, whatever we do, whether it is an art or education or physical strengths, a certain bent of mind, a certain characteristic of someone is very soft-hearted. So there may be several things, whichever attributes we have, we can always bring this forward. And we have so many examples, because by now for us, we are in 2021, and ISKCON was established in 1965. And right from the beginning, those 12 years that Srila Prabhupada was there, and even after Prabhupada has left, these are examples in front of us to see how, what has been achieved. And initially it was mainly establishing temples, distributing books. But then as the Varnashram system was getting, and the congregational development involving families came into being, more and more we've seen that all kinds of categories. Even running a restaurant is an activity, maybe a business, but it is employing devotees, but also it is serving prasadam. Then we have, distributing prasadam to the needy, the hospital. This is in our congregation, but all over the world there are farm communities, there are temples, there are so many, all activity, even businesses that are being run, are actually run for so many devotees who, it is a matter of the intention. So many devotees make Krishna their partner, directly or indirectly, and whatever they are doing, the motivation is that what can they do to help the Vaishnavas, what can they do in whatever capacity. So basically it's the activity and the intention which is most important. The activity will be dependent on what we are, what our circumstances are. But the intention is the critical need, which is really where our intelligence dominates the mind, and the intelligence needs to be purified. And that's why we follow the process of Krishna consciousness, certain rules, regulations, etc. There is a purpose behind it. The cleansing process, as we hear, the purification process is necessary. So while we may be lurching left and right, we may be making mistakes here and there, life goes on. But the question is, are we committed to the struggle, and are we learning from it? Are we taking help, and are we associating? That's why association becomes the most important thing. Association is so critical because we observe. we see other people's examples. See, association is not only that we say, like this is association when we are hearing about Krishna Katha, which is direct. But then there are many, many other benefits of associations that happen, because when we are moving around, the influence that is there, there are more subtle influences than direct influences. So when we associate with people, slowly over time, we do observe people's lifestyles, how they are facing challenges or whatever, how they are managing, and then our thinking gets preoccupied that way. So therefore, this becomes important. So the purpose of life would be to see that whatever activity we do, it is somehow linked to pleasing the Lord, and there's a process of doing it. Pleasing the Vaishnavas, pleasing the Guru is pleasing the Lord.